Hello everyone. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. We are back with another non-league football show, and again we are with tonight Mr. John Sinclair discussing about his non-league experience, like I did with Tony last week. This time it's with Mr. Sinclair. How are you doing, buddy?
Big up to Pete, my guy. Hope you well, and big up to everyone in the chat as well. And it's going to be a very interesting show, and it's going to be really good.
I'm sure it will be. So yeah. Well then, you know what to do, guys. If you enjoy the show tonight, please do give us a thumbs up. It's really important we get those likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Do smash the likes. But if you do enjoy the show tonight, please, of course, if you are brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, please smash that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help make the channel grow as well. And please, of course, hit that bell notification. It just let you know whenever we are live or when a pre-recorded video gets uploaded as well. So please do hit the bell to make sure all up to date with the content that we bring out for you week in, week out that you do not want to miss at all. And if you want to give a donation, feel free. And if you want to become a member for 99p, hit the join button and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well. Oh, let's nip into a couple of comments. Oh, apparently PSG have scored.
Yeah, they did 1-0 Dembele, came off the post. That is not the start the Kudas needs. And I think Super Duper Mick will need to do things very quickly.
Good evening, Robert. Yep, Lewis has just put it in. Yo, good evening. Lewis, good evening. Ray, David, good evening.
Big up, Ray. Big up, everyone.
Well, so just like I did with Tony last week, John, I'll just ask a few of the questions as well. So we'll start off with this one, John, that I did. So what made you get into watching non-league football and why?
What it is, right? I mean, no, because you know, like football at all levels, yeah. I mean, people say so. That's my thing, but the bottom line is, right. But I just think, you know what? I want to tap into the non-league market sort of thing from a YouTube channel, and I went to a few games. I started off, if memory serves us right. I mean, I tried Bath City, and I was thinking, oh, that's very interesting. Local fans, because I live 25 minutes away from here to Bath City, and I thought, check it out. And I'm thinking, wow, I mean, the fans are passionate. I mean, you get value for money. It's around 15 to 20 quid a ticket, right? And not all of that, Pete, right? I mean, these people, right, the club love YouTubers, yeah, they do love YouTubers. They want to be exposed, right? They want to go out there, talk to the fans. The fans want to be in your video. The people want to be in your video as well. And if you look at the videos I've done, like the Torquay game, like the Bath City game, and I've also did other games as well, like Enfield Town. I've also done other places as well. Gateshead I've done as well against Eastleigh. A lot of people haven't known about it, yeah. And I've been to Taunton Town. I've been to Torquay United twice at home, and Dorking I've been to, and that what it is, right? The atmosphere as well. It's absolutely interesting. I mean, you got flares.
Good atmospheres.
It is. You got limbs. You get flares. You get pyros as well. I mean, pyros is something I'm not a big fan of, but it's there for a reason to add to the atmosphere. And places are very, and they got young fans going there and just love football. They go everywhere I go. People ask us, "Oh, you, what's your channel name?" Right? And they ask questions, they want selfies, and and it's just Pete. I think you get proper passion, proper atmosphere, right? And also you can make memories as well in non-league football. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you an example, right? I went to Scunthorpe United against Chester Reach. Scunthorpe 1-3-1. I was behind the goal. Their fans are mental. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And they push you down back in the old days, back in the 80s. They push you down, yeah, when they score. Torquay fans, big up the Torquay fans, right? I mean, for me, I think they're the best fans in non-league South, yeah. Conference NLS, yeah. Brilliant fan base, yeah. And well known there now. I mean, every time I go to Torquay, everyone knows you there, yeah, which is great. Answers questions and that, and and I just love the passion. You get the family go there. If you think about it, it took about between 18 and 25 quid, right? You get like a ticket, you get a drink, you get the scan, yeah. Value for money. I got Ray in the comments, yeah. I'll answer this question in a minute, yeah. I'll answer this question in a minute, yeah. And it's going to be a good answer, and I hope, and then people will just put a stop to it, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Let me just read into.
Get Ray's question, man.
I hope you get better soon, Lewis. Neil, good evening. Had a headache. It says he better be in the doctors and get sorted out. Hope you do get better soon, Lewis. Yeah, that's no problem, Lewis. I'll drop you a message. See what's going on.
Get well soon, Lewis. Share the love to Lewis. Share the love to Lewis. I love absolutely. Lewis, by the way.
Neil's asking, have you watched Beverly Town play?
I haven't watched them yet, mate. But you know what? That could be one on the list as well. I hope. Okay. And I did want to watch non-league from all levels. Yeah, we talk about 10th tier. I know Tony said that I need to check out the Isthmian League as well, which I will do.
Yeah, go for it, John.
Don't worry about that. It's gonna happen, bro.
Absolutely, cheers, dude. Well, then it comes on to Ray's question: why did you start covering different football venues and just Newcastle? Go on, John.
Why did you start covering? Didn't football? Go back to that one, Ray. Go back to that one,
So,
why did you start covering? Didn't football venues on your channel? Instead of just concentrating Newcastle, mate. Right, first of all, number one.
He's reworded it a little bit. He meant different, not didn't.
Right, okay. Number one, right, and right, I can't get much Newcastle games on the neat aim because no one can look after me mum.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing. Midweek games is difficult. And if you're going to change midweek games, Saturday midweek games, that's impossible for me to come. Secondly, right, I cannot compete with other Newcastle vloggers, yeah? And people need to understand that. So I've decided to do non-league vlogs, League 1, League 2 as well. Don't forget that. But that's for another day. But I did non-league as well because I know I get the views, I know I get the people, and I know that I would do a fantastic job doing non-league football. So you have to start somewhere. I've done that. And the fact of the matter is, right, this is my niche now. I've got personality. And I think it's really, really good doing it this way. I'll give you an example. Right? You got Lee, right, around the grounds. Big up to you, Lee, by the way, right? He's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, and he does League 1, League 2, non-league games, yeah? No one hasn't questioned him, yeah? Fusion Josh, Cambridge fan. He's a world-class YouTuber. Young lad. Love the guy, yeah? But this is the thing, yeah? And this is why, that's a good question, by the way. The problem is I cannot compete with Newcastle vlogs. I do not get the views. Yeah. I mean, you look at people like Adam Pearson, right? Big up to Adam, by the way. He gets loads, yeah. Paul Timothy, he gets loads on live shows, yeah. Lee, Newcastle fans to you. Big up to Liam.
Yep.
Lovely lad. He gets loads, yeah. I just cannot do it. I just cannot. All I get is a couple hundred views, and I'm thinking, is it really worth me doing? I know people do miss my Newcastle vlogs. I get it. But at the end of the day, I only do vlogs. So I do go to Newcastle Wigan. I'll just do the
Oh, yeah, still going to the games, obviously, which you can get to, obviously, John.
Absolutely.
Because he says your videos are interesting, but still missing Newcastle vlogs. I mean, which is why Tony did the same as well. He found it a little bit difficult to keep up with it as well. So
that's all it is, Ray. I mean, Ray's made a good point now. I know he misses me Newcastle vlogs. I get it. But I did do Newcastle Wembley one as well, so that's out there as well if you want to watch it. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's like say Brackley Town tried to compete with Real Madrid, and they cannot.
Yeah, but Lewis has said some of the stewards don't like you doing it. So,
yeah, this is the problem. This is why someone had a word, sort of thing. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it again. A lot of people are coming up to us and say it's Newcastle's loss and non-league skin because non-league fans.
See, that's why I do non-league vlogs now. I still do Newcastle content, obviously, but obviously I only do like quick thoughts, fan reactions at the games.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't do match day vlogs now at Newcastle games. I'd rather save it. I mostly do for non-league football now. So, but let's go to the next question.
What am I going to say quickly, on you got the next one, right? But one day, people like bigger YouTubers like Lee Around the Grounds, bless up to him, bless up to Fusion Josh is watching, yeah, bless up to Ground Hopping Gaz, yeah, and gaming Gunput, if I can manage the same right sort of thing. The YouTubers I know does non-league games. They will go to Newcastle United games, right? And I guarantee you one thing: the stewards will have a go at them. They will not have a go at them. because they won't have the minerals to go out to them and say, you got to stop this.
Exactly. That's a good point there, John. Absolutely. So I'll answer the next. I'll answer I think you kind of said what it was, but maybe expand on it a little bit as well. So
Yeah, man.
the first non-league game you attended.
Good question. Well, Jimmy Vlogs. It was, if I remember so slightly, the first one I did was Bath City. I think it might be Bath City against Salisbury, where Bath won by Gordon Hill, and it was absolutely cold. It was wet, and I spoke to both set of fans as well, and I know they were really, really good. I mean, for me, I think the Bath fans, early 800 turned up, and they had a good end to the season, and it's just really, really good. And I'm thinking, you know what? All it is, at the end of the day, Pete, right? I mean, it's friendly, it's family fun, right? Family fun. If they can't afford to go to the big games of the Premier League, they just say, "Yo, I'll go to the non-league game where they're going to get fun as well." You're not going to get the quality in non-league, but what you get is the heart, the passion, and fun as well, and honesty. That's what they need, and that is the thing. But I hope that the crowds go up in time, because I reckon more people's going to go to non-league football.
Interesting.
And it will happen.
Well, yeah. My first non-league game was it was Gateshead against Harrogate Town when Harrogate Town were a non-league at the team. It was a friendly game. Gateshead only just got kicked out the National League and had to go drop it into the National League North. Gateshead actually won 1-0 that day as well. It was a penalty that they scored. But I remember going to that game and I thought, this is a cracking atmosphere what Gateshead have got. It was Mike Williamson took over as manager at the time as well. And I thought, this is good, this like. And it was good, and I started, and obviously it was the season before COVID came, and obviously, and I went to a few Gateshead games after that as well. But I thought it was really good to go watch. I really enjoyed that with the first time I went.
Yeah, by the way, it was Gateshead against Eastleigh. That's the first non-league game I've been to now in the Bath City. So it was Gateshead, and that's one of the 2-1. I think, you know what? It's a really good game of football by both sides. I mean,
absolutely.
Gateshead, very impressed with Gateshead on the day.
I can see where you're coming from with that, Ray, as well. Yeah, we know he does them as well. Hope you're well, Jonathan. Good to see you.
Big up, Jonathan.
Okay, absolutely. So, Coffee sent me a question, which I'll ask us.
Big up, Coffee.
Yeah, he's not in the chat, but he sent me DM me messages as well. So he says he wants to ask the same question that he asked Tony on the one I did with Tony. What are your top 3 scrans from all teams he's visited? So he's on about the best.
That's a very, very good question from the best scran. I had a cottage pie, Kin Mr. Harry, yes? I had a cheeseburger. I don't like cheeseburger and bacon and that sort of thing.
There you are.
The Brackley Town.
I'm surprised Chippers isn't watching because he'd be saying something about the burger.
Moorish. It's Moorish. And it's just beautiful, man. And and the next one as well. It's a tough one really, because I really enjoy it, like, you know. But I would go with Morecambe, and they're not in the non-league. Morecambe, but stepping outside, Torquay United, because their food is absolutely fantastic, beautiful.
So interesting one as well. Yeah, absolutely. Did you see some fans dressed up? Yeah, I did see about that one as well. Good to see you, Choppy. His first non-league game was Walkington v All Stars. George Best was playing for All Stars. It was a charity game. That's an interesting one. Darren, good evening. Hope you're well.
Yes, Darren.
Well, when you come back, you were there on Saturday, John.
I was there on Saturday. I'll come back against Everton, and that is going to be on the last game of the season. The Chelsea game has been put back to the 10th. Unfortunately, I cannot go. And but look, at the end of the day, I mean, I'll be gutted with Chelsea game, and also on that day, I'll go to Wembley to watch 2 games, which is, I believe, is Whitstable Town versus AFC. What's that name? I can't tell one in a minute.
Oh, I can't remember.
I know it is. I'll follow them as well. Let me just type it in a second. I know it is. I mean, I'll get them followers. Ray
says to you, John, you need to send
White leaf. That's it, white leaf.
Oh well,
and then on
quickly.
And then quickly, and then the next one after that, on the same day, it'd be Aldershot versus Spenny Moortown for the FA Trophy final.
Fair. He says, John Ray's asking you, John, you need to send Pete some of your round the food ground picks so he can show us. Why?
Yeah,
free
that
him,
sounds
John.
like that.
Because Tony sends them. Tony ends up sending them. So feel free to him, John, is all I can say.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm going to have to do that, Ray. I'm going to have to do that. I mean, I'm going to Telford tomorrow against Hellstorm. And if I get there early enough, then I will send the pictures on the beat and give them the price as well.
Well, that's a good one. Question from David. How inspirational is the Wrexham story for another non-league sides? They enjoy investment, yes, but just shows anything is possible for the lower league clubs.
100%. 100%. I mean, Wrexham's a big story, right? It's a lovely story. Two American owners came in, took over the club and, invested in the club. And they went from non-league to League Two, League Two to League One, and then League One to the Championship. And let's be real about it. Brilliant story by Wrexham, and everyone's saying that can they get to the Premier League? For me, that Championship is going to be very, very tough. I think Wrexham, if they could just consolidate in the Championship, then that's cool. Yeah, but I heard numerous that Phil Parker could be losing his job because they would get a bigger manager in, which I think is a bit harsh. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Jackie, good evening. Hope you're well. I felt like death on Saturday. Hope you get better soon, Lewis. Darren says he goes and watches Newcastle Benfield. They finished 8th this season. I've seen them a few times. The last time I seen them was it actually was about 2 years ago. I wouldn't mind trying to get myself back along to see them again at some point because I wouldn't mind going to see them as well. So
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Wrexham could get they might have a chance. Nice one, I meant bloody fun. That's fine, Ray. Good evening, Julie. Hope you're well. People just say
hi, Julie. Long time no here. How are you?
Okay, so we'll bring you on to another question, John. Another question. So the last non-league game you attended, which was quite recent, was it?
It was quite recent, and the last one I went to, that was Torquay against Weymouth, where Torquay had to win. They did, but unfortunately, so did Truro. Truro won as well when they beat Western St Mary by 2-0. And when I went to Torquay, it was a late last minute thing. So I decided to come. When I let them know, all the Torquay fans kind of celebrate, say, "Oh, John is coming back." Do you know what I mean? So when I came back, guess who I saw as well? I saw Neil Warnock. Yes, he was busy.
Really?
I was going to film him, but I thought, you know what? I'll talk to him next time because obviously that it's got the pitch. I knew it was late, sort of thing. It was half an hour early. I would have done it, but you got a great reception, and the Torquay fans loves him. He's got his own suite as well, in the hospitality as well, and people come to say, "Oh, John, you're back again," and I'm getting Torquay fans to say, "John, you're going to come out for the playoffs," and I'll make a gesture now. If Torquay win their semi-finals, I promise that will go to the final.
Interesting one. So that was the last game you attended. My last game, obviously, was the one, of course, when I went to Heaton Stannington against Liversedge. Of course, Heaton Stannington winning 2-1. Both teams were just fighting to stay up in the league at the time. Heaton Stannington needed the point to get to safety. Liversedge, on the other hand, where relegation was confirmed.
Yeah,
as well. So, right. So, and what I will say about Heaton Stannington is as well, they won the last 3 games as well. So they beat Liversedge to make sure they needed the points to safety. They beat Ashington away on the Easter Monday on the bank holiday trip, and they did win 2-1 in their final game of the season. That was against where is it? Let me just find it again. Let me just find who was it against again. So, because Tony sent me it.
He's at the game tonight, and he's at the match at Burley Town.
Yeah. So Heaton Stannigan's win on their final game was against North Ferriby, who were in 8th place. So Heaton Stannigan were sitting in 18th place. The last time I went to see them, as I mentioned, they did win 2-1. They finished the season in 12th place. So they jumped at 6 places up at the end of the season.
That is really good. I hope that Heaton Stanley do well, and I hope that they just keep winning games. I mean, good end of the season.
Well, they're going to be the same league as Blythe Spartans next season as well.
I believe so. I mean, look at what happened to Blythe. Not had a good season. When they got Nobby to Lando, that was for me. I love Nobby. That's a publicity stunt for me, to be fair, and I don't really want to say that, but I knew that wouldn't last. Not at all. Just a couple of quick updates. Chester still drawing with Kingsley 0-0, and Bournemouth are goal up against Dorking, and Bournemouth has been really good. They've been put on a winning run together as well.
That's an interesting one. One from Julie. Where is it? Julie said she's been to see the Daggers a few years back against Scarborough. I mean, John, is that another ground maybe we're visiting? Dagenham and Redbridge?
Definitely that, I mean, Dagenham need to win to stay up next season. They need to play solidly home as win that game, they're up, we'll soon get relegated. Yeah, I mean, that was a shocking season. They won the last game, didn't they? 6 goals to 1 against Oldham. I mean, if I'm right, Julie, I think that's correct, 6-1. And yeah, so Daggers will be good next season. They stay up next season, or if they go down, then I'm going to go and watch, go and take a visit to them as well. I wouldn't mind doing other clubs as well, like in East London. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and London, we're sort of thing like I'm going to pay a surprise visit to where Tony has been. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
That's a good idea. Jackie's asking what's the top target of the summer job. Well, we're discussing non-league football tonight, Jackie.
Go on, I'll answer that question if you want me to quickly. For me, we definitely need a goalkeeper. We need a centre back, a right side and mid. We need a Covent striker. We definitely need a striker to replace Callum Wilson. Definitely, no doubt about it. Yeah, but for me, out of 5, this is going to be a surprise to you. I think we need a goalkeeper. Because Nick Pope, I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him. Distribution is not the best. I'm not going to lie. Debraka, if I was him, I'd just say, yo, you know what? I signed a contract. I want to win. If I'm going to be second fiddle, get some Saudi, my guy. But we definitely need a keeper. But that's for another time. So
yeah, Dave says I agree. John Ricks, it should be very happy for top 15 next season. Championship is a huge jump from League One. It is
100%. Ipswich tried it as well.
Yeah, no problem, Lewis. We'll drop you a message after the show. Just see what and Jerry's asking, have you been to Wrexham's ground before?
Never been there, but you know what? I'll be threatening to go there. I looked on their website and the hospitality, you're talking £200, and that's in League One, man. This next, and now in the Championship, I'll be absolutely frightened to see how much it's going to cost this time round.
Monty says North Shields are a canny. I've not been to watch them yet. That's the one I would like to check out as well. I know a couple of my friends have actually been to watch North Shields a couple of times. I was nearly close to watching them away to Whitley Bay until I got mixed up with the dates because I thought it was actually on a Friday. I thought it was on the Good Friday, but no, it was on the Easter Saturday, which was a bit of a shame. But I did find another game that made up for it though, which was good. So that's fine, Jackie. That's fine, Jackie. But yeah, we are discussing as majority of non-league tonight, and I will try to get some more guests as well and get even their experience for non-league football because when we do play, sorry, well, I'll rephrase that again. I'll be trying to look to get more guests and get their thoughts on them on the games and the non-league games they've been to as well because they've been to a canny few as well. Well, it's got to be the tune, obviously, even though he has.
I have to.
Yeah, I heard about it, just don't know when that's officially going to be announced yet. So, okay, next question, John. So, what is the next non-league game you are going to attend?
I'm going one tomorrow night. The game between AFC Telford United against Hells Owen, and that is at the new Bucks Head Stadium, and that'll be quarter-to-8 kick for the playoffs in the Southern Premier, which is the 7th tier. So I'll be watching that game. And then on Sunday, I'll be watching Kidderminster against either Chester City or Kings Lynn. That would be a really good game to really get. And it's still 0-0. Chorley against Kings Lynn. So Chorley against Kings Lynn. And they're playing there. But I'm sure Scunthorpe, Chorley. Kidderminster will be playing Chester, or I believe Buxton.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully maybe get the one myself, possibly before the season ends, because Dunstan are in action tonight in a playoff game, and hopefully if they win it tonight, they've got a chance of a final playoff. Which, from what I've heard, again, I'm not sure if it's 100% true. It could be played on Saturday, and that would be maybe not a bad game to go to, as well. So
I'll do
really,
it, Pete.
yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. Shame, I know Blue Star are playing in I think it's a playoff as well on Friday, but it's a shame the game's on a Friday night, which is a bit of a shame, and it's me late shift on there. I've got the shorter run on Friday as well. I could have switched it maybe, but I've got me late shift, so no, I wouldn't have time to get myself over there but yeah, Newcastle Blue Star are in a playoff position. I would like to go and see them again. I saw them last. That was the last. Of course, I did see them last season. They beat one of the Sunderland teams as well, 1-0.
Yeah.
So
I just got some reports on the reports for weeks. People tune into my channel. I'll go for it quickly. 6,100 viewed last week for my channel.
Nice one.
And then I've got 106 new subscribers. And then the top 3 would be the Torquays vlog, which I did against Weymouth. Did the shorts, and I've done the crazy scenes as Bury FC got promoted. I've got 235 likes, 100 shares, 41 comments, and that's it.
Well, Gates, sorry, I'm just looking at Dunstan's. They've gone into half-time and they're goalless at the moment against Elmley AFC.
Good
stuff.
stuff.
I know we haven't put this one in the list, but what about some of the non-league clubs up in the northeast, John? I know you've been to one of them, have you? Or do you think are we going to look at maybe plan to check out some of those?
I'm definitely going to plan to check out those next season. I mean, you got South Shields on the list as well. I mean, Darlington, Scarborough as well. And we're doing those as well before hopefully next season I'll be doing that. I'll do more northern games. I'm going to do like a midweek game. I'll probably do a midweek game in the south.
Yeah,
that's no problem at all. And on the weekend, I'll probably do a northern game. And if Newcastle don't play, and I've got loads in the pipeline. But the most likelihood is next season in the conference. After the first game, I may check out. It might be Truro, because it's a good stuff about Truro, right? I mean, they didn't have a great stadium for about a couple of years before they moved back home. They played at Gloucester City first season, right? Which is 3.5 away, Mike. And I tell you something, right? Great story for Truro, yeah. And I think, and I will say, right, that they probably get 3,500 a game for the first game. And I think that'd be a good story. Truro City, they played the conference the first time ever. Brackley Town, I've been to Brackley a couple of months ago when they lost one against Kidderminster, yeah. And the fans are really good. I mean, they don't get big gates. They only have 1,600. Yeah, 1,600 for the promotion game, right? They had to win, and they won. And they went up as champions, yeah, because Kidderminster failed to win, or else they would have been up. Scunthorpe won as well. But I tell you what, I cannot pick a winner. I do expect Kidderminster to play Scunthorpe United in the final, and I cannot pick a winner after that game. I really can't. That'd be an interesting game to go. I mean, I might have to go back to that game as well just to be there.
But yeah, get yourself to some of the ones up here, John. The ones 100%. I mentioned
100%.
As well. Maybe like Eaton Stand again, maybe Gateshead again, Blythe, Blue Star, Benfield. Some of those games. Let's see.
Man. 100%. Oh, will. It's going to happen.
It's going to be I know it's going to be Ray. Not a fan of predictable, but I'm looking forward to our games, says Ray against Sully. Scarborough FC, nice ground, says Neil. So he's probably been there by the sound of it.
Yeah, I'll probably do that next season. I'll probably do that one next season, 100%, because it's a ground I want to go to. I want to get myself out there, Pete, and Just you know, I don't mind the hard work. I don't mind the hard graft. Just go out
Yeah.
there and just enjoy.
That's it. That's the main thing, John. That's the main thing. So another one I'm going to ask, and I think John may have a few ones he could explain about. Have you explored any of the hospitality in the non-leagues, which we know you have, John?
I have
Maybe explain
indeed.
which ones, though, and what it
Yeah,
was
I
like.
have. Yeah, man, I will do. I mean, I'm going to go with I mean, I mentioned Torquay earlier on. I think Torquay was absolutely beautiful. I mean, like you get like a 2-course meal. What you get, I'll give you an example, right? I had brisket and mashed potato, right, on top. Yeah, that's the main
That
course.
looked nice. I've seen that before. That looked nice, John.
It does, doesn't it? It does. And I had a meringue, like a meringue thing for a sweet, yeah, and that's before the match. And then at half time, you just get to buy yourself a drink, and then at full time, after the match, you get a Cornish pasty. You get Cornish pasty after the match as well.
Wow!
And I had to have it, sort of thing. Get value for
John,
money
you'll have to send me all these now.
I'm gonna have
Friday
to.
show.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to send it, my guy. I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah,
you
you're
know
gonna
what I
have
mean?
to send us it. Tony's been Tony's on
Oh,
when Tony's at the non-league games, he's immediately getting pictures and sending them to me immediately at times as well. So yeah, please feel free to, John, because I think it'll be great.
Definitely. Thank you very much indeed, and I will do that as well. And
yeah,
I mean, look at I just seen Alice's Alice talks football. She got a PSG top on, bless her, and I'll do that. What else I've done? I've mainly League Ones and League Twos for hospitality as well. I've done York City, which is a breakfast buffet. Right. That was really nice as well. And I went for that game against Hartlepool. That was really good. Also, I've done Hartlepool United's hospitality.
I was nearly close to going there against Gator, but I thought, you know what, I might go watch Hartlepool and sit in the home end.
Why not? Why not?
Maybe next season when I'll look to do that with them.
100%, man. I mean, your first got a nice one as well. So I'll give it a pass out as well. The York one I did was 60 quid. The one I did with Torquay, that was also 60 quid. The one I did with Hartlepool, that was 70 quid. So that's a 3-course meal, if I remember this correctly, yeah? That's a really nice day, Hartlepool. So I've done that. Bath City I've done as well. It's just basic. All you get is just a chicken. It's like a Sunday dinner, yeah? Mm-hmm. And you get like a chocolate brandy as well for a sweet sort of thing. Pay 45 quid for that one.
Again, not bad, is it, John? Not bad for the prices.
Exactly. When you think so, you pay for a ticket for the match, yeah? You pay a lot less in non-league than you do in the Premier League.
You do at times, don't you?
And you know what it is, right? It's just exactly, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's just, you go there, right? You get your money's worth. And that is really good. I mean, I did non-league as well, like League Ones hospitality as well. But those are the ones I did. I did Morecambe as well. That's another time. But I've done plenty. But I think, if I remember this correctly, I think that's what I've done. You know what I mean? So
interesting one. I mean, I know I don't really buy food at football games, to be honest. But when I went to eat in Stanigan, I got a pint for $3.50. How much would a club higher up the divisions would charge for that? $3.50, where I got a pint, and it was like a local brewed one as well, because it was Wylam Gold, and I only paid $3.50 for it. Good price as well.
That is really good.
It's even cheaper than going to a bar now as well.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Pete? Right? You know what it is, right? I mean, you go to the Premier League game, right? And this is why, and I've always said this, right? I mean, if you go to the Premier League, right, it costs you an arm and a flipping leg. That's all it is. Arm and a leg, yeah, which is an absolute disgrace, yeah. I mean, and not only that, right? I mean, I'm going to say it now, and I'm still going to break people. I'm going to break it to them as well. That you're not going to get real passion. You're not going to get real atmosphere in Premier League anymore. All you get now is it's just a number. You are just a number in the Premier League. You're just a number in the Premier League. That's all you are. 70 quid for a ticket, yeah, in Premier League games. And I tell you something now, and I tell you for a fact, Pete, right? I mean, you get value for money in non-league, and the food is just as nice.
It can be as well, John. I totally agree. Whether it's, you're paying over the arms for food Clubs higher the division, maybe not as really much at the same a drink as well.
Exactly. I mean, look, I'll tell you another thing as well. When you speak to them over the phone, right, the non-league teams, right, you ask for a media pass sort of thing, you normally get it, yeah? And the fact of the matter is, right, and I will say this now, the staff are so fantastic. They're so friendly. They got time to chat to you. I spoke to someone over from York City staff there. She was fantastic. Talkie, spoke to Sharon. She was lovely. She's can be a bit stressy. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Sharon, if you're watching the show, by the way. Yeah, and you get some lovely, lovely people. And that's what it is. And just say, look, I'm a YouTuber. Do me vlogs. Hartlepool wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I saw, funny enough, people, I went to Hartlepool, right? I think you might have seen it on a tweet that one of the trolls said, oh, I've seen John at Hartlepool sort of thing. And then someone came and said, and what? He's a YouTuber. Leave him alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that, John, as well.
Yeah.
Reyes asks, who's the most exciting non-league team to watch?
That is a very good question. York City are the most exciting team to watch. They play some lovely football under Andy Hindlesworth. Lovely football. Paul Watton for Torquay can play good football, but they tend to sit back a little bit, yeah. But they have been to a goals at late. We look down the power, yeah. It's a hard one, but from the best team, for me, I would say York City at this stage. Chorley plays good football. Sometimes they lump up sometimes, but they do play on the deck as well. And I like to look at surprising. Kidderminster plays good football in the Phil Brown. I'm not going to lie, they don't hoof it they play some good stuff. They play feet at the back. That's how Phil Brown plays. And also as well, he got, like I said, he got some good teams in there, sort of thing. Spending more plays good football as well. Which is interesting.
That's a hard one for me.
I think, yeah. And yeah. I think for me, there are some good teams in there, but Oldham plays a long ball as well. I don't like the way Oldham have let it play, to be fair. They will get found out in the playoffs, yeah. They've been in the playoffs, but they get found out real soon, yeah. Barnet plays some good football as well. I can't lie. That's why the top of the table. But it gives an exciting team for me.
Well,
I'm going to say York.
It looks like Gateshead are doing their very best to throw away their chances of staying in the playoffs come the end of the season.
They lost in stupid games. They lost in silly games.
I said, well, I even did a show this with Mason as well, when the first ever show we did. I think Magny is completely out of his depth at Gateshead. That's his first managerial job, and I think it's too big for him.
At the minute, it sounds like at the minute. Well, I don't know. They made some mistakes, Gateshead. They have made some mistakes. Do you know what I mean?
Well, of course, absolutely, John.
And I'm going to break it to Gateshead fans as well. I just don't think Gateshead are going to do it.
Oh, Gateshead have actually slipped out the playoffs.
They have, and so they got Southend. They got Southend. Southend is on the roll. Southend's playing well.
So Gateshead are going to have to win against Southend on the final day to see if they can get back into those playoff positions.
100%.
Otherwise, I think Carl Magnu is going to be relieved from his duties.
And that's a shame because he's a lovely guy. He's a lovely young manager, lovely guy.
A lot of people said that Mike Williamson and Rob Elliott shouldn't have walked away from the job.
They shouldn't. They weren't ready. That is the problem.
They weren't. They've got a step too far. Even Magny, he should have went to a team possibly lower down the divisions. And I think and it's not worked out with them at Gateshead. Gateshead, they lost to Boston United, who was sitting in 17th place.
Boston's playing well. They really are playing well. And good. He's done a good job there. Graham Coughlin. He's done a really good job there. Wonderful job there. And I tell you, do you know what it is, right, Pete? They're trying to. Gateshead try and get a top manager like someone like a John Askey sort of thing from Truro. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Saka's getting but and he needs to be careful as well because he's mouthing to the referee, by the way. And the fact of the matter is, right, it's just one thing I'm going to say as well. I will say this: But whoever Gateshead brings in, right, they have to get the decision right because they want to be in
I mean, look what happened last season, John, with Gateshead in a playoff position, and then they were kicked out of it. And you were hoping this was the opportunity to go into the playoffs and see what they can do. But now they're going to have to go to Southend United and win on the final game of the season. Otherwise, it's another season in the National League again.
Exactly, Pete. I hope they do it. I really do hope they do it. And I'm praying and I'm begging that Gateshead gets through the playoffs. I really am. But the problem is, unfortunately, I just can't see them doing it because Southend is on a roll. I mean, Southend are a better equipped side. And you look at the Southend again, they're getting about 9,000-10,000. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And that's in the conference, man. And the average is about 8,000 this season, Southend United. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But they're a better supported team than Gateshead. That's no lie. How much did Gateshead get average? Only about 1,500 too. Not much.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Not much. But and I hope every single Newcastle fan pack that stadium, pack it out, and cheer for the Heat. Pack it out.
He totally, absolutely, John. Because as I mentioned, if they do lose the playoffs, it's got to be the end for Cole Magny.
He's on a long term. He's on a long term deal, isn't he? He's on a. Is he on a
I can't remember how long.
He's on
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a gamble Gateshead have took there completely. It's a huge gamble.
That ain't good, my guy. It's not good.
Ronald says, John just chatting up the kills on full. But we know you do it. We've seen you do a lot of interviews with some of the fans, John, which I think is brilliant as well. And they're absolutely happy with it.
100%. I mean, look at what it is, right? The young lads want to come on, ask their questions, and I'll get some lovely people. Like always, ask you want to come on and always ask their parents if it's okay. No problems at all. If I say we're going together, that'll be cool. You look at the way Lee does this around the grounds. Excuse me, he's done well. And you know what it is, right? I mean, I'm getting, non-Newcastle fans watch my channel, and they think the real reviews I'm getting is absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. And I'm just, you know what? Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't be scared. And it's a gamble. And it was a gamble worth taking because this is my little niche now. And you've got to tap into the market. And this is it, Pete.
Of course, John. Absolutely. So we've got on to another question. We've got 2 questions left to go through.
Okay.
Have you purchased any merchandise at any non-league grounds, John?
Not yet, Pete. Not yet. But someone.
So it could be anything from tops to scarves, you name it.
No, not yet. But someone was supposed to treat me with a Torquay shirt.
All right.
And the reason he couldn't get it is because they didn't have any in stock.
Oh, never.
So he's going to buy me a Torquay top as well, which would be nice. I mean, if someone offered a shirt sort of thing, cool. That is fine, put a souvenir sort of thing. I mean, next season I will start getting it as well. I was offered by a Torquay fan as well can you have a go on the drums? I said, I better not because I'm a Newcastle fan. But if you ask us again, then I will. I promise I'm going to do it.
Interesting. I mean, people know I've got 2 Gateshead tops, one from the 1920 season and one from the 21-22 season. So I've got 2 of their kits, and I've got 2 of those. I might see some new ones I might look at. I mean, Blue Star bring out nice kits as well. Well, because it's black and white, obviously, as well. So again, and but yeah, so I have 2 Gateshead 2 Gateshead own kits from a few seasons ago.
That's nice. I mean, it's been nice to, I'd love to get a couple of non-league tops as well, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So
see, they don't charge an absolute fortune for them as well, John.
They don't, Pete. No, they don't, and I think that's a good thing because the thing is, though, Pete, right? What people have to understand, right? They're charging fans. They want fans to come to the non-league stadiums, but they don't charge on a leg, yeah. 18 quid for adults, yeah, and about not even tenner to get in, yeah. They want fans to come in, yeah. They want to get fans come in. They want to raise the profile. They want YouTubers. They want young fans coming, families to come in. They get a family day out, and you will get looked after. Yeah. And here we are. Like I said earlier, you go to the Premier League game, you're just a name and number. Yeah. They don't want real fans there. They want tourists. They want tourists and day trippers there. Do you know what I mean? Buy the merchandise sort of thing. So, not in a long league, Pete. Pete, not in a long league. Long league, so it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember how much the gates had cost. The gates at tops cost me last time, but they certainly weren't very much. Is what normally other clubs would charge for them as well. Obviously, I just can't remember how much they were charging at the time for them. But I thought, you know what, I did really like them at the time as well. I think it was Puma at the time who had gated on their kit at the time. I mean, I can't remember who they're with now, actually.
Don't know. I mean, they're sponsored by taxi company, I think. Gateshead.
Oh no, it's not. It's who is it? I'm trying to have a look at it because it's really close. They're sponsored by Patrick. They're called.
Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, that's who gets it. Kit brand is Patrick. But one time they used to be under Puma.
Yeah, I thought it was Gateshead.
Did used to have Puma.
Essential.
I think Newcastle Blue Star, their manufacturer's Nike.
Nike, I like Nike.
I think it's Nike. I'm sure it is.
I'm not sure, Pete. I'm not sure on Gateshead's sponsor that shit, but I can always check it out. But if it's Patrick's kit sponsor, then that's going back.
Yeah, Blue Star is. Yeah, Blue Star is Nike. Yeah, Blue Star is Nike as well.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Well,
I think the thing is though, they need to get some more fans in Gateshead. You know what I mean? Because it's a 12,000 capacity, right? And I honestly think if they can get more fans in, say about 3,000, 4,000, even 5,000, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think they're going to get a canny gate as well. I mean, they're going to get a canny gate. And I think, go on, Pete.
I think your camera. Oh no, it's fine now. Racist not worth it by. Well, I can see where you're coming from as well, but I don't mind buying the odd thing from the non-league ground,
like a cup or a little badge sort of thing. Because you see these badges as well. There's a souvenir, which is great. So, and also as well, I like to interview the club shop as well, the staff in the club shop as well. I mean, some of them do it, but some won't.
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand.
And that's sad, but it is kind of standard.
The only disappointment with some of the non-league kits that don't go all the way up to the bigger size.
That is the thing as well. I mean, thing is, at the end of the day, if you get some gift sort of thing from a fan sort of thing, as a souvenir sort of thing, that's not a bad thing. Yes, John, if I was still going to rush Newcastle, but midweek games I cannot do. I went on Saturday though, back against everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I kind of again understand when you come from, Ronald. Yeah, the gate to be with Patrick since 2023. Yeah, very true. So, but yeah, I'd only buy possibly the odd one, the odd stuff, odd stuff.
Probably like maybe a cup, maybe like a badge as well.
Some people do, but fans do like to buy a lot of the pin badges as well.
Yeah, that's what they like to buy, pin badges. You talk about £5.
Just the pin badges. It's all.
It's not that bad.
Okay. All right, then. So we'll go on to the final question then, John.
Yeah.
And again, Tony answered this very, very well. Do you think non-league football doesn't get the credit it deserves?
I kind of agree. I mean, non-league football, right? For me, it's there for a reason. Yeah, non-league football, in my opinion, I don't know what Tony said because I didn't watch. I do apologize, but it should get more recognizable. For me, in my opinion, yeah, and there should be more live shows on non-league football. Now, people dismiss non-league, thinking, "Oh, I'm not bothered. It's a crap league. I'm not interested," sort of thing. Hang on a minute, right? I've been in a non-league. Tony has. You have. They haven't. That is the thing, yeah? Unless you try for yourself, right? If you go to like a conference league, right? Go in the singing section, right? You'll be surprised behind the goal. people singing, right, non-stop. When they score a goal, everyone gets mental. You get the flares and you get the pyros as well. And we need more like games of them, yeah? Because you look at these former clubs like York, Rochdale, Oldham, Southend, all these teams are used to playing in the Football League, right? They still got some good standards, yeah? Mm-hmm. But I think for me, if I'm honest with you, it should be more recognisable.
Yep.
I think it's on the way up. Look at their attendances as well. If you go on average attendance in the national conference, like York City gets over 8,000, yeah? Southend, I said 8,000 earlier on, didn't I? Yeah? Oldham gets around 8,000 in games. Rochdale, about 4,000, yeah? Yep. The crowds are going up. You get bigger crowds in non-league than doing League 1, League 2. Let's be honest about it, yeah? We need to see more non-league games, yeah? Go out there. Newcastle haven't got a game. Get yourself away. Go to a non-league. Get behind them, right? Have fun. So it's out there. And I think for me, personally, we need to get more of this. We need to see more non-league games. And they need to take more notice. Don't discard them. Don't dismiss it, right? They got some cracking players playing non-league. Young lads, yeah? If they make it, they might play Football League.
Yeah.
You got players like Ollie Pearce, right? Ollie Pearce for York City, right? That guy's destined for the top, yeah? Let's be real, yeah? He'll be fantastic.
I know there was a player that Tony mentioned, which was at the club. He was on about, I can't remember again. I'll have to go back and rewatch the show. Some of the clubs from like League One, or what it might be a club from League 1 or 2 that were watching him as well.
Exactly. If we look at York, I watched York, they got some canny players there. Like I said, like
he says you don't go to football games. You don't really, but I know people like to set them off.
Yeah,
at times, but even though they got to be careful.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, Alex Hunt, right, plays for York City. I think he's 19, I think. Yeah. No, he's 24. I think if York don't go up, I think this guy should move on. But I think he's good enough for a higher league. I really, really do. Ollie Pearce, I mentioned him as well. He's at loan from Leeds United. He is really, really good. Really, really good. And York's just spent 350,000 on a striker. Yeah. Stones. Absolutely. Josh Stones. He's really, really good. He gets a lot of injuries, though. He's only 21. Yeah. I tell you what, right, came from Wigan because he's been on loan for 2 seasons, yeah. Good goal scoring record, yeah. 7 goals in 17 games for York City. He's really, really good. And there's players out there, Pete. There are quality players out in the conference who could really, 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 really do business. You know what I mean?
Ray says the refs in non-league footy surely can't be as bad as they are in the Premiership.
Well, I mean, some of them are okay. Some of them are out of their depth still. And go back to one of those comments. Well, don't go to football games for smoke and fireworks, John. Well, no, go there so often for the game as well. The atmosphere is much, much better, in my opinion, to some of the Premier League. And it will catch up. It will catch up.
I think Gateshead have got a decent atmosphere.
Yeah, they have. They have. Really good atmosphere as well. But they only get about 1,000 in games, don't they? Just 1,000 in games.
I'm not sure because not all. I forgot how much in total there were. But again, I would like to get myself back there, and some of the other clubs I've been to. I'm looking at possibly some games, new places as well. That would be good places to visit as well. As I mentioned, hopefully, let's see what happened with Dunstan after tonight. They're currently 0-0 in their game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one goes. If they've got a chance of a playoff final on Saturday, as I mentioned, I believe. But we shall wait.
Let's hope Dunstan go all the way. I hope they do because they're decent non-league side. It's historic as well. So, and it's still 0-0 at Chorley, and also still 1-0 to Bournemouth against Dorking. So it looks like Torquay will be playing Bournemouth. That'll be a tough game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at I know Tony's at a game tonight. Oh, which one?
Oh, big goal. Bournemouth 1, Dorking 1.
Oh,
And attendance, Tony said 1,315, mate.
interesting.
That is really good for Berry Town.
Yeah, Tony said he's at a game tonight as well. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, he's at Berry Town tonight, I believe.
Oh yes, he's at Berrytown. That's it.
And their capacity is 3.5.
They said they've just got attendance. Their attendance tonight is 1,315.
That's really good for a semi-final.
Do you know what it is?
That's really, really good. And I'll tell you what, though, the crowds are going up. You got to tap into these market, yeah? Because as YouTubers like myself and Tony doing something different, yeah? I mean, look, listen, yeah? We got to do something here to get the views up. It's as simple as that. And we can't keep doing Newcastle content. We cannot, Pete, because we just got to compete. And I said it earlier on, sure, but I know people miss me doing my Newcastle vlogs now. I get it. But if I can't vlog for the game, what is the point of doing for a live show here?
I can understand. Hey, Chipper's in the chat. Up you well. Yes, he is at Berrytown. Two lasses. Do you know what? The two lasses are getting more, which is good. Hopefully they'll be back. Hopefully I'm going to get myself to a lot more next season. I've decided as well. So I'm going to look into that as well. So there you go.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I agree, John, as well, that non-league football doesn't get the credit it deserves in a way, because I think it definitely deserves.
100%. And when you look at it, right? I mean, look, you could flog in non-league, which will make a huge difference. Yeah, you go to Scotland.
I did a non-league game at Heaton Stannington. I put it on X. Heaton Stannington retweeted it.
That's how it should be, man. I mean, these non-league clubs want the exposure. Simple as that. And here we are. You can't do it for the Premier League. They say it's Premier League rules and that sort of thing. It's absolutely rubbish. We know people are flogging there still. We know that.
We know. Ray said he's been to a few gated games, and you're right. But yeah, it's if you sit a bit higher up in the ground at the gated stadium when they so. Well, David says proper football and low ticket prices. Can't fault it. Support local football.
Absolutely. Or if you're a flogger, just go to any non-league game, right? Get your head out there, talk to the people, just say, I'm a YouTuber, I'm here to do the vlogs, here to watch your team, and they will love it.
Absolutely.
They'll go to the singing section, right? Yeah. And the fans will take to you.
Yeah, with the lasses, people saying back at the lasses, hopefully they can do it next season as well. Well, Mason's asking, are you planning to FC?
No one's coming.
I mean, FC United and Manchester. It isn't. I mean, a couple of my pals would be there. There you are.
Mason, I think he's your hero, my guy, because you're so obsessed with United to know every single time. Yeah, give it a rest, man. I ain't going nowhere near them, man. How it?
Yeah, there you are. But Alan. But a couple of my friends, they have actually been before the last time I was there, actually. So yeah. Hey, but well then. So anyway, well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in for tonight. John, thank you for coming on tonight. Really, really good discussing your experience on non-league football as well. Sounds like you've been quite a bit all over. As well, which is really, really good to see as well. And do check out John's vlogs on his channel as well. He does some real good interviews with fans, and he does some really cracking vlogs of games as well. So there you are. Well then, what, John? So are we doing a vlog from the game you're at tomorrow?
I am indeed. I'll be going to New Buckshead Stadium where I'll be watching AFC Telford United against Hellsworth Town. So I'll be doing that. And try to get an early finish for work as well. It should be amazing. So I think I sold about 2,000 tickets for sure. And I'm going to on Saturday, which is Bradford City against Fleetwood in League Two. And if Bradford win, they'll be up to League One. It's a sellout 25,000. That is a sellout 25k. And on Sunday, I'll be going to Kidderminster Harriers and against either Chester or Buxton. And I reckon it'll be Chester. And that'll be a good game. Chester will bring a few down as well. Because it's only about 70 miles away from Kidderminster to Chester. It's not that far away. So that'll be a cracking game. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. Then other than that, I've got nothing lined up yet. But I did promise Torquay fans, if you get to the final, I'll be there. And if I'm going to get a ticket for that game, then there's other games I can go to. I mean, I will not rule out going back to Scunthorpe again against whoever they're playing if they win their playoffs as well. But anything can happen. And if you're going to go to non-league, go to non-league football, enjoy it. And then, you'll be surprised at the atmosphere as well, which is really, really good. And it's value for money. You fancy a pint, you can have a pint inside the stadium, which is good. And just enjoy it. So my channel is John Sinclair TV. And do all Arsenal's Eagle Eyes.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, once each.
Oh, so I didn't get the game right. Bloody hell, John, man, you get around me. It says Ray. He certainly does at this rate. So you all. But anyways, again, thank you again to everyone, those in the chat. And again, thank you, John, for joining me. Those in the chat, thank you. Mods, thank you. We really appreciate what you do as well. Next show, we'll be back on Thursday night for the match preview against Brighton. Do join us for that at 8 o'clock, the usual time. And we'll discuss about going into the game on Sunday against Brighton away down at the Amex Stadium. But the other guys, if you have enjoyed the show tonight, please do remember to give us a thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results. Do smash the likes if you enjoy the show tonight. Please, of course, if you are brand new to the channel, or if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, please smash that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help me the channel grow. And please, of course, hit that bell notification. That does let you know whenever a live show has taken place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded to the channel. So please do hit the bell to make sure all up to date with the content that you do not want to miss at all. And again, if you'd like to give a donation, feel free. If you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Hit the join button and you'll be included in the prize draws we do as well. So there you are. We'll wait and see what happens on that one, Ronald. I think they probably won't. I think if they stay in the championship, that may be okay. Great show. Cheers, Julie. Keep dancing, John, says David.
Thank you, David.
For everyone, and take care. Cheers, Julie. Cheers, Pete and John. Cheers, no problem at all, Ray. We'll save. Bye, all. Take care. Well played, Pete and John. Cheers, David. Until then, right. Okay, guys. So we'll see everyone later, and I'll see you back all on Thursday night. Until then, everyone, enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. I will see you all later. Take care at all. See you later, everyone.
See you later on, guys.
Take care.
Good
night, all.